So The Last American Gay Bar is a 6-episode docu-series that explores the history and decline of gay bars in America. So here with me this morning is Brian and Ryan with The Blazing Saddle. You guys are featured in this docu-series. Why was it important for The Blazing Saddle to be featured in this?
Well, we are the oldest one in Iowa, so we've been around for 40 years and have seen a lot of the history of how the gay community works in here.
Yeah. And Ryan, why do you think it's important to bring awareness to this?
Mostly because it needs to demonstrate and show where we are currently and where we need to go.
Yeah. And Brian, as the owner of the Blazing Saddle, just throughout the years, how has the community shown up to support you guys, and how do you feel just seeing that support?
It's great. We're kind of impressed. We had a preview of the first 3 episodes a week ago, and we had a sold-out theater for it, so that was great. But we've supported our community for, like I said, the last 40 years, and they've always done the same for us. So.
Yeah. What would you guys say to encourage people to check out the docu-series? What can they take away from it?
There's a lot of history kind of starting in the 60s about the gay community and how it's been in a red state.
Yeah.
It's been mostly red for the entirety of it. So and then kind of how it works up through that time until now.
Yeah.
So.
And Ryan, what was it like to kind of go through that process of filming and telling the story, and then to finally see it on the screen?
Well, honestly, it's kind of overwhelming. I mean, I'm clearly the emotional one out of the 2 of us. But, you know, working with Christian, who, you know, we already had a good relationship with, you know, knowing him around town, it was really easy to talk to him. And he pulled out some really, really good stories.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's so many things that got missed, but, I mean, just because there's not enough time. And, but there were so many good stories, and just, it pulls at you. And I mean, there's not an episode that doesn't make you laugh and cry in 5 minutes.
You say you're the emotional one. Because
yeah.
You guys, what about seeing that made you emotional?
Well, mostly because, I mean, we just do this every day. It's our jobs. And everybody just, you know, the fact that everybody thinks that we're that fascinating, and we just think that we're,
Which we're not.
2 boring guys at work, you know. So, you know, that part's kind of always interesting and fun. But, yeah.
And you know, you're the manager, you're the owner of the Blazing Saddle. I mean, on a day-to-day basis, every day, every night, when you see people come in, feel safe, they have a space, how does that motivate you guys to still do this?
It's important for us to do this. I mean, there's not very many places for our community to feel that safe.
Yeah.
And so our security is pretty good.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
Where can people check out the docu-series and still continue to support it?
It'll be on OUTTv. It'll drop next Wednesday on July 3rd. I'm not quite sure what time yet, but you can probably look that up on OUTTv. It'll also be streaming on, evidently, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today, and we'll be sure to put a link on our website where you guys can go check out all of this. So thank you for coming in today, guys.
No,
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, let's